I will ask you a few questions if you want to answer them in the best way that is right for you. And then let me know if there's anything that you don't feel needs to be out there. So Shannon, welcome to this chat. Shannon, could you just explain high level, what's your profession, or what's your primary area of interest?
Hi, Reg. Thank you for having me. I am currently a 5th Dan or 5th degree black belt in Tang Soo Do Karate. I am also a brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I am the president of the Tang Soo Do Karate Association Northwest, as well as the owner of Fifth Wave. We are an integrative, holistic company, and we take a holistic approach to healing mentally and physically. And I'm also a student of Neuromasters Academy, where I continue to work on my personal growth and development.
Incredible. Broadly, how long have you been in this space of martial arts and the similar fields that you just mentioned? How long would you say broadly you've been in that space? Pretty much since childhood?
Since childhood, yes, sir. I'm currently 45. I started training karate when I was 8, and again, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu about 13 years ago. I began my spiritual personal development transformation about 4 years ago. 4
years ago. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And you mentioned earlier before this chat here, Shannon, you mentioned to me earlier about how, you feel that the work that you do is for the upliftment of humanity or the betterment of people in general, and you yourself is on that path, which I presume is what brought you to fields like, mind development, fields like neurolinguistic programming, NLP, and hypnosis, and the work you've done with Neuromasters Academy. Could you give me a high level of, just before, you've done some trainings with us, I've personally witnessed your transformation and growth and, your expansion. What was the primary, I suppose, if not a block or a limitation for you before doing this particular set of work?
One of the biggest things that I needed to overcome, or one of the biggest challenges that I have, was just having a sense of worth, feeling like that I was worthy of the accomplishments and the accolades. Again, I'm spending my entire life practicing martial arts and becoming decorated was one thing, but there was definitely a sense, a lacking internally, that I was not worthy of everything that was coming to me. And in that, I found that I was also blocking a lot more opportunities that were coming my way. And with the training through rapid hypnosis, NLP, I was able to eliminate some of those self-limiting beliefs and decisions that I'd placed upon myself.
Thank you, Shannon. I mean, I think you speak for a lot of people, or you represent a lot of people, and then if I was to put them in 2 categories, people who have genuinely earned their success, their achievements, they've put in the work, and even they can feel not worthy of the decoration, as you called it, or the reward and the recognition. And then another category of people who may not have achieved success to that degree, may not have put in work, but they could potentially be not putting in the work due to the lack of receivability, as I call it, or worth, connected. So I think you speak for a lot of people, and it's not uncommon to people to find themselves in a situation. I'm really pleased that you chose to work through that, because as we grow and as we expand and as we recognize and achieve these things inside of us, we then obviously become the light for others, because as you would know, a lot of people are looking for permission to succeed, permission to go after what they want, permission to be who they truly are. And sometimes they look at others for that permission. And I think you'll play that role wonderfully. I also understand that you've been inducted to the Hall of Fame now since doing that training in your field. Can you share a little bit about that, and the fact that you obviously went ahead and received it, and do you feel aligned and happy that you received it?
That's a great question. Yes, last weekend, July 21st, I was inducted into the United States Martial Arts Hall of Fame as Woman of the Year. It was actually my third induction. This one, however, carried a significant more amount of weight to it, as it came after, again, overcoming a great deal of obstacles, and doing a lot of work. Um, I have I've had to overcome a lot of personal adversities through work, and again in my personal life, and it was something that I initially was not willing to accept. I believe that I've been, again, an accomplished martial artist throughout my life, but being in that place of not being able to receive, I didn't feel worthy of having a title such as Woman of the Year. And through my training with NLP, at some point, that limiting decision was no longer there. And I realized that I am absolutely 100% worthy of being recognized for the accomplishments that I've made, the influences that I've created for others, as well as myself. So yes, I am officially the Woman of the Year for the 2023 United States Martial Arts Hall of Fame.
That's fabulous. I'm very pleased to hear. And it's really fills my heart to know that great people like you who put in the work, are open and willing to receive the honor and the recognition that comes with it. I also know with these skill sets you have now that you have the opportunity, and I believe you're already doing it or you're planning to doing it, to actually help other people, specifically being a trained practitioner in this field. Can you tell me about that? Like, is this something you are planning to incorporate into what you do more of on the side, or do it as a full thing? And what drives you to want to do that?
Yes, I am currently the owner of Fifth Wave. Again, we offer a multidisciplinary approach to mental wellness and healing. I'd like to incorporate martial arts, self-defense, in conjunction with NLP hypnosis as a form of mental and physical wellness. I also am a certified trauma-informed instructor, to which I work with survivors of sexual assault, sex trafficking, domestic violence. And again, utilizing the skill sets that I've learned through Neuromasters Academy, I'm able to utilize hypnotherapy, NLP, as well as traditional modalities and psychotherapy for healing and wellness.
Incredible. How important do you feel now that a mindset is for a person to truly live at their highest level? How important do you feel mindset is? The set of beliefs, values, thought patterns, structures. How important would you say now that is?
I would say it is absolutely paramount. As I learned from you, behavior comes from states. And that state is a result of your mindset, and based off of our mindset, that will drive our behavior. So absolutely, where you choose to place your thoughts and keep your mind, will absolutely inevitably impact your actions and what you do moving forward.
Absolutely. And Shannon, last question for you. What would you say to the Shannon before you did any of our trainings?
Well, I wouldn't know what to say to the old Shannon. I don't know that person very well. I would say to her as the same thing that I would say to anyone. Find your nearest NLP practitioner, preferably through Neuromasters. Schedule a meeting with them, sit down, talk to them, and see what it is they have to offer. I believe that hypnosis and NLP can open up the doors for anyone to limitless potential. And Shannon, you need to do this 10 years ago.
That's that's incredible. And in what would you say to, I suppose in the context of even learning how to do this, how do you feel learning the skill set itself is of benefit?
That's real. It's an easy question to answer, I suppose, and very difficult.
Yeah.
It's been of benefit in that it's absolutely it's changed everything. We've changed my neurology, physiology. Everything has changed. There's been a complete transformation in how I think and how I feel physically and mentally, and that radiates. It's contagious. People ask me, what are you doing differently? What are you doing? Are you training a different style? Are you training more? Are you eating different? And the answer to all those questions are yes. Yes, I am eating differently. Yes, I am training differently. Yes, I am sleeping differently because I feel differently, because my neurology is differently, because I train with some of the best mental coaches on the planet at Neuromasters Academy. And yeah, it's changed everything for me.
Thank you, Shannon. I appreciate you sharing this information, and we want to congratulate you, of course, for all the good that has come your way, and lots more that will, with the kind of intention and integrity and genuine care you have for others and for people at large. So thank you very much.
Thank you.